Something I've noticed about wearable devices, and that I think is worth mentioning and maybe being a little cautious about, is that they can be both motivational and demotivational, and it kind of depends somewhat on mindset, but also there's some problems with the way they implement them. I've got an Apple Watch, and my watch does some interesting things. For example, it wants me to stand up for a minute or two every hour, which is fine. Standing is good for us, and a lot of us are too sedentary. But what I notice is little weirdnesses, like if I get up at 2 in the morning to pee, and I walk 20 feet or less to the bathroom and 20 feet back, it's going to count that as 1 hour in which I was standing up. Fine. But then later on in the day, if I'm standing up at my desk, which is a standing desk, it's adjustable, I won't necessarily get credit for that until 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes have passed. Now, I'm sure that there's a reasonable explanation for this. It's probably that when I'm standing like that, I'm not moving around. But I notice that I can even walk to the bathroom and come back and still not get it. So what I've had to do in order to feel like the watch is actually doing something is learn how to game it. It's like, okay, I'm standing up, but I'm also gonna walk in place, and maybe even walk back and forth, even if there's no other good reason to it. And the other thing that I don't like about this way that it calculates things is it will call the hours that I'm sleeping in bed idle hours. I think in situations where we want people to exercise and we want them to enjoy it, but we also want people to take effective rest, I feel like calling the sleep hours idle is a fascinating choice because it feels weirdly, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels weirdly punitive. Now, of course, this doesn't even get into the question of whether or not it's counting or estimating my calorie burns accurately and things like that. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I track my calories in and calories out via other means as well. So I'm not completely reliant on what the watch thinks is happening. But if you're new to fitness and you're using one of these devices to help you stay focused and to help you estimate what's really going on, just understand that they still have limitations and that you can freak yourself out by treating everything they say as gospel. Don't do that. Just understand that trends are more important than any given day's particular numbers. And if you're moving things in the right direction, you're doing well.